Yo everyone, what's going on? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you all 7 reasons to save your Primo gems and pull for Xilonen in Genshin Impact. She is a 5-star Geo Natlan sword using support that got released in version 5.1 and currently has a banner. So let's go. Reason number 7 to pull Xilonen is her elemental skill, which is the core part of her kit. Basically, this makes her enter her Night Soul state and makes these 3 samplers appear, which change based on the elements of the other characters in your team. Her skill gives a massive 36% rest shred on its own, which is comparable to 4-piece Viridis and Venerer. This works with all Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo characters, or even Geo characters like Navia. To activate her buff, all you need to do is press E and then kick the enemy twice. Now, if you pair this buff with 4-piece scroll set, which can provide up to 40% elemental damage bonus for an element, that already makes her an insane buffer. Just see for yourself the difference she makes. Big difference, right?
Light of the blazing sun! It up! Crash from the sky!
And that's a free 100k increase in damage. Reason number 6 why you should pull for Xilonen is that she's very easy to build. There's no reason to level her up past level 80, and for her artifacts, you don't need any crit at all. For her sands, you can run defense or energy recharge, a defense goblet, and for the circlet, you can use either healing bonus, defense, or crit rate if you're using Favonius. You don't need to worry about substats at all, and since her burst has such amazing scaling, you really don't even need that much defense. And energy recharge usually isn't much of a problem since you don't need to use her burst every rotation. Obviously you run 4-piece scroll on her, and you only really need to spend around 400 to 500 resin to build her up completely. Now coming to her weapon choices, she has 2 amazing options. Obviously her signature is her best in slot, which provides even more elemental damage bonus. Apart from this, you can obviously use the Favonius sword, which is great in teams that can make use of the extra energy. Reason number 5 to pull Xilonen is her buff duration. What makes her stand out from other buffers, like Furina or Kazuha, even though she lacks personal damage in comparison, is her buff duration. The debuff from her skill lasts 15 seconds with only a 9-second cooldown, and Scroll of the Hero Cinder City set can last for around 15 to 20 seconds. And unlike for example Kazuha, whose A4 buff only lasts 8 seconds, and needs to be reapplied in multi-wave content, Xilonen's buff follows the active character, so it doesn't need to be reapplied to newer enemies. With proper rotations, you can easily maintain 100% uptime on all her buffs, while also requiring little to no energy recharge, as her buffs aren't reliant on her burst, unlike somebody like Furina, for example. This makes her very easy to play, and you can blindly follow your rotations and clear the abyss. Reason number 4 to consider pulling for Xilonen is the healing from her burst. She heals the active character based on her defense every 1.5 seconds for 12 seconds. The healing from her burst alone is not enough to max fanfare for Furina, but she can still stack it decently while providing her other buffs like Rest Shred and Scroll. Her healing has a very high scaling, which makes it extremely valuable in cases where you might die a lot, for example, the new Abyss Chambers. Xilonen is great for exploration. Most people don't touch on this as much, but it is definitely important because at its core, Genshin is a large open world game. She's great for exploration, especially in Natlan, where she's fast and satisfying to explore with. But more than that, she's useful for climbing. She can even climb all the way to the top of the new volcano. Even outside of Natlan, she's quite useful. Even the seemingly unclimbable mountains in Dragonspine or Sumeru or even Inazuma can be climbed when you use Xilonen, and she also makes climbing much faster and a lot less tedious. In my opinion, she's one of the best characters for exploration, and you should definitely have her on your exploration team. Just imagine showing this to someone from 2021. The best reason to pull for Xilonen is that she can be fit into virtually any team. But first, let's get some anti-synergistic teams out of the way. Obviously, she can't buff any Dendro or Anemo DPSs, so you can't use her with Xiao or Wanderer or Kanich or Alhaitham. She also doesn't buff physical carries. Apart from this, she can be run in basically any team. She even makes mono element teams viable. For example, Harlequino or Linny mono pyro team, Ryo or Ayaka mono cryo team, Ayato mono hydro team, Raiden hyper carry, etc. She even finds her way into many very meta teams where she's the best in slot character. For example, Nevilet premium team, Mavuika melt team, Hu Tao double hydro, Navia premium, Mulani Wape team, Ryo or Ganyu melt team, Chlorand or Sino aggravate teams, Varessa hyper carry. I could go on forever basically. She has great synergy with literally any Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo DPS. You name it. Being a Geo character, if there's already another scroll user on the team like Seedlali or Roran, she can simply run her Kite Petra, or even instructors in a Mavuika team. This makes her one of the most versatile characters in Genshin Impact, and will almost definitely benefit at least somebody on your account.
Every day. Should turn it into jewelry.
I absolutely love Xilonen's design, despite some people on Twitter hating her. I love her DJ animations, her roller skates, etc, etc. She's definitely one of the hotter characters in the game. She has an amazing character theme and a trailer, and plays an important part in the lore, and has a great quest and some funny moments too. There is very little to not like about her. So what are you waiting for? Go pull for Xilonen right now. I'm sure that you will love her.